Good morning, and today we have a special mission. So today's not just a normal day in Buenos Aires. Today, we're gonna be eating like a New Yorker for 24 hours. So, of course, I could eat like a New Yorker any single day that I wanted to. But today we have some special goals. First, of course, obviously, I want to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner like a New Yorker. Obvious. But I also want to see a famous New York building, and I want to see a famous New York monument. Let's see if I can do it. All right, I got it. I think it's pronounced Jacob's Bagels, but let's do it. Just off one bite, I'm gonna just do the whole, that's all I need to know. This place is like as good as it gets, like bagel wise. Like there are some things I can nitpick on, but it's just so close to New York. It's so good. Unlike the other stuff we're gonna talk about today, there's really no competitors when it comes to New York bagels. This is your only option. I'm not gonna say that other places are like fake bagels, but like Jacob's is like the only place that gets the texture of a New York bagel right. And not every bagel in the world is a freaking New York bagel. You know what I mean? So, but like for this one specifically, it's the texture. It should still be soft, but hard and crunchy on the outside. And their homemade cream cheese as well is different from cream cheese that you'd get from like a store here in Buenos Aires. It's more dense. It's a little bit more sour, which is closer. I would still say it's a little bit away from like a Philadelphia cream cheese, but it's still really good. Still really close. Of course, you have places like Bagels and Bagels, and you could probably get a bagel from like any chain cafe as well. But really, all in all, really happy with this. Seal of approval. It gets the Michael New York seal of approval. And yeah, I'm be honest with you, I'm going to devour it. One of the most iconic things about New York City is the New York hot dog. But here in Buenos Aires, we have ponchos, which are basically the same thing. Got them. This is gonna be very hard to eat with one hand, honestly. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh wait, no, right here. Honestly, I think this is better than a New York hot dog for one reason. One thing that's underrated in the city, and probably in Argentina overall, is the freshness of bread. There are so many bakeries just throughout the city that this bread is just so fresh and so soft. When you get a New York City hot dog, like from a hot dog stand, it's not, you're not getting fresh bread. You're getting packaged bread. This bread is just so nice and so fresh. And this is from just a normal kiosco. This is from open 25 hours. But yeah, I'm gonna eat both of these actually. No, these are really good actually. For a poncho, I used to think like, what's the point of eating a poncho or getting a poncho when you can just get a choripan? But like having something with ketchup and mustard and sometimes papas. I didn't get papas because we don't do that in New York. Also too, since that was in a kiosco, the hot dogs were in the fridge, and when I ordered it, she started to boil it. So it's not like it's sitting there in the boiling water all day. I appreciated that a lot. Going to the movies isn't like super New York, but Fantastic Four just came out and I kind of have to go see it. I've seen every Fantastic Four movie, and ironically it's set in New York. All right. Here's some lore. You go to Chanel's videos for good videos. You come here for lore. So Chanel and I don't really watch movies together. We just do other things. But there was a stretch of like 5 years where we didn't go to the movie theater, like not even once. And one of the big reasons for that is, of course, we, determined it's not something we like so much. But the second thing is, one of the last movies we went to during that period was the Fantastic Four from like 2015. And that movie was so bad. It was one of the worst. I felt bad I took her to it like 20 minutes in. It was so good. That movie was so good. It was, should I say, fantastic.
Say that again?
That theater is so good. It's called Showcase Belgrano. It's so cool. There's literally a Carrefour Express in there. There's a trampoline park in there. There's a food court in there. And then once you enter the theater, tell me why they have an ice cream cafe in there. That's Archie. That's so funny. There are certain things that are unapologetically like Argentine, and them putting cafes anywhere they can, that is very Argy to me, in my opinion. But to be honest with you, I'm getting a little hungry. As you can see, we made it to the Statue of Liberty. Nothing more New York. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted to hate this pizza due to the price, but it's so good. It's so good. For 6,600, for un porción, it's crazy. I can't justify that. But it is so good. So good. But I want to actually talk about what the best New York pizza is. But let me finish this first. So there it is. That is the Statue of Liberty. I actually heard that this one came before the one we have in New York. Nevertheless, it still reminds us of New York, so we're gonna count it. But really, it's a Buenos Aires monument that came first. But I actually wanted to talk about New York pizza in Buenos Aires and my ranking. So let's just start from the bottom to the top. Well, first, let's talk about the competitors. We have Hell's Pizza, we have Sbarro's, we have Rao's Pizza, which I didn't know about before, and we have Togni's. So, not to leave you in suspense, to put in order for you, I'm gonna have to give the fourth place to Hell's Pizza. It just tastes, no offense, it tastes a little bit like Chuck E. Cheese, and we've said this before. Third place goes to Sbarro, in my opinion. I think Chanel would rank Sbarro higher, but it's just like very okay. Second place, obviously you'll know what first place is after second place, but second place, I'm gonna have to give it to Rao's. But Rao's is good enough that it has my seal of approval. And obviously, number one's gonna be Tony's. It's just that good. It is really, really good. But to be honest with you, I cannot suggest that you go to Togni's. I can't. It's good, but it's way too expensive. In Rao's, I think if you're trying New York pizza for the first time, you just need to try a cheese pizza. For your first slice, you get cheese. For your second slice, you get pepperoni. Why is a cheese slice in Togni's 6,600? That's just a ridiculous price. I'm gonna be honest with you. Obviously, I'm doing this whole thing today. Chanel's in New York, so I wanted to pretend I was in, we have New York at home, right? When I walked into Togni's and saw the price of one slice of pizza was 6,600 pesos, I almost walked out. And yes, that's expensive. Hey, 24 hours living as a New Yorker, we're gonna pay some New York prices. That's a New York price. That's even more expensive than New York prices. But what's weird is, if you compare that to La Mezzetta, the king of Fugazzetta, I just had three portions, 3 slices of Fugazzetta pizza from La Mezzetta this week. Their price is $3,300. Are you telling me a Togni's cheese pizza is double the value of a La Mezzetta margarita? I think that's like one reason why people do not like New York pizza here, because of how expensive it could be compared to some of the greatest pizza we have in Buenos Aires. That being said, if I'm going to recommend you one place to go for New York pizza, it's going to be Rao's New York Pizza. It's just a little bit, by a hair, in my opinion, less good than Togni's. The reason being, I think the oven could be a little bit hotter, and I think the pizza can be a little bit crispier. That's my only complaint with Rao's. That being said, you should be paying closer to 2,600 pesos, which is what Rao's cheese pizza is priced at, as compared to Togni's 6,600. I wish I could lie to you and say Togni's is worse. It's not. It's just expensive. And, you know, I would feel bad saying, you gotta go to Togni's, you gotta go to Togni's. And then you spend 40,000 pesos for a pie, 50,000 pesos for a cheese pie, and you don't like it. So that's just my opinion. Those are the rankings. The seals of approvals are Rao's and Togni's. To be honest with you, Sbarro gets a seal of approval too, just given the context. But yeah, if you're looking to try New York pizza for the first time, that's what I have to say. We accomplished a lot. We were able to eat a bagel, see the Chrysler building, of course, get hot dogs, get New York pizza, and of course, see the original, I think, Statue of Liberty. The point of this video really was, well, one, I think it's kind of funny to do like this type of video while Chanel's in New York. If you haven't seen her New York video, please watch it. It's very good. The second reason I really want to do this video is to show, like, you know, the diversity of food in Buenos Aires. Whenever you see like videos about Argentina, you see stuff about steak and maybe media lunas. Definitely you see wine, but at this point, I think, of course, there are some glaring omissions, but for the most part, if you live here, you might have to go out of your way to find something different, or you might have to, you know, try to find something different, but really, there's enough food diversity here where you're not really going to get tired of the food. We have food specifically from New York. We have specifically New York bagels. We have specifically New York pizza. And you have a lot of food from other cultures and other places of the world as well. So just wanted to show that. I'm definitely going to show a lot more different food, I think. But obviously, this is just a fun little video about New York. But I think that's enough yapping for me. If you like this video, subscribe.